If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. I should have never read about this, to be very honest. I did a mistake that I usually don't do, and I read about it instead of just watching it and enjoying it. You know, the most I do is I read the description that they show at the bottom of it, you know. I don't really read into it and try to see like what happens in the future of this, or like what's happening. I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. Never do that with any anime. It's going to ruin it for you, and you're probably not going to want to continue watching it because of what happens later on. But this anime I saw looked so freaking cute. I thought it was like this adventure kid. He is kind of young. I believe he's 18. He's really talented adventurer. Everyone loves him. They always asking for him to be on their missions, especially really important ones. So he finds this devil girl. She's lost her family. We don't know too much what's going on with her family. We just know that her father passes away. We learn about this really quick right off the bat. So it's not like, ooh, spoiler. We find that out really quickly. That's why Dale takes her in and decides he's going to raise her as his own, because there's kind of like no other option of where to put her. An orphanage would be a horrible idea for her because she's a devil child, and they're not really common to have inside of regular human society. So he decides he's going to try to raise her on his own so she can have a better chance at life. Kind of spoils her a little too much. I thought that was way too creepy from the get-go, but I thought it was cute at the same time because he's really going into like the father-esque role of it all. The story is adorable in itself. This little girl is very intelligent. She picks up really quickly. She has small little magical abilities. She goes through her own issues in regards to being a devil child in a human society and how no one really understands, and has this negative image of her due to other devils that have murdered families and destroyed villages. They kind of put that image on her and kind of share their hatred towards her. I love the kind of like slice of life feel that we get from it. Not too much into like the craziness of fighting scenes and that. It definitely just follows this little girl and her life and how she's adapting to human society and how everyone's like adapting to her and how she's growing so far and how Dale is improving as a person around her. Do I recommend people to watch it? Totally watch it. It's so cute. It's a nice little slice of life. I watched it and I loved it. Here's going to be a spoiler. Please, if you do not want to know what happens towards the end and how this anime ends, don't keep watching. I'm going to give you a spoiler. Here's your warning. I'm warning you. You're warned. You're warned. If you're still stuck around and you don't want to know, that's on you. So basically, when she gets older, they fall in love and they get married. I have a problem with it because even though the excuse people online are giving is that she never saw him as a father figure, true, she never did. She always saw him as her savior, this guy who is her guardian, who's taking care of her. She always definitely, you saw the way she kind of blushes around him when he does things. She's always looking for him, wants to sleep next to him. It's all the little girl's doing. I just have a problem with the fact that he saw her as a daughter. That is my problem. If he didn't do that in the beginning, where he was kind of a little bit more standoffish, where he did support her, he did take care of her, give her money, and bought her things and took care of her, that's fine. It's just the way he showered her with so much, like, he was just like a little too much of like, oh, my cute little Latina. Oh my god, I want to buy this for her. She's gonna look so cute, so cute, so cute. Ah! And it's like, okay, we get it. Like, you're a father doting on their daughter. But the fact that I read about them ending up together when she does get older, that just completely rubs me the wrong way. It would have been better if he, like, an astute character who was just more standoffish, a little more serious, and he decides to take care of her, and you kind of see his cuteness around her when she does something, a little blushing, but doesn't give her that fatherly, like, over-exaggerated expressions. Like, I feel like that would have been a little bit more. I would have believed them falling in love later on when she got older. But not the way that he was treating her like a daughter. Kind of killed it for me. I want to watch another season of it, but the way that it turned out, I'm kind of like disappointed. I actually really wanted her to end up with this cute other little boy in her class that seems to catch a fancy for her. but she doesn't want that kid, and I felt like he would have been a good match for her later on. I kind of wanted the story to go that way, but now I know it doesn't. So, alright everyone, never read ahead. Never. Do yourself a favor and just watch animes blindly. Read the manga, great, you know what's gonna happen. But if you're like me, who doesn't want to, I don't know, I just kind of got ahead of myself, and I was just kind of like, what to expect in season 2? Is there a time skip? Do we see her when she's older? And then I completely got that news, and I'm like, shit. Kind of like kills the buzz I had for it. Like, the whole feeling of it was completely different, and I was loving season 1, and when it finished, I was like, no. And now I'm like, shit, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Feels a little uncomfortable now to watch it and how their relationship is. But that's me. It's very quick, but that was my take on it.